On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Kill, kill, kill. Tighten up.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This is Coleman with the ground. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson letting one go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On 4th down, Fields forced out to his left. It's caught. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check it out.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Switch. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Oh, you get off the headache.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Good job, Ronnie.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You. Go. Mike 29. Here we go.
From the gun, Fields. Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
I got it. Switch. He's crashing. Check.
They begin the drive with Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, throw left side, complete. It's Grant, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. 53. Check 53. I don't think you got it, son. Let's go. Echo. 53. Mike 53. What's the run?
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically halftime.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Check nickel. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown.
Jakeem Grant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets it off to Freeman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw on second down, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one complete to Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Pretty quiet, D. Pretty quiet. Check three, check three.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Pick up the ball. Kneel. Slam, slam.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw again is Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's McKenzie. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Second and goal.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 28-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Freeman again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he loses the football a second time. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 7 yards there and a first down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Space to run past the 20. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
a 36-yard
And Zerline's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
That worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
at the 30-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But